Hello friends, it is Chelsea and welcome on back to another plan with me. This is going to be for the week of March the 9th through the 15th of 2026. For this particular week, I used the Magical Memories kit from Pixie Co. This is the printable version, so any errors or anything that you see is my fault. And I paired with it these mouse checker, magical checker, Mickey checker underlays. I don't even remember what they're called. From Plain Hannah, they are in lemongrass. They are very bright, but I was kind of hesitant because in the base it looks a little crazy. But once I laid down all the stickers, I'm actually quite happy with how it looks. It's not something I normally would have chosen, but I kind of like it. So, all of that to say, trust the process? Question mark. That's what I gotta say. This week, my mom's birthday was Monday. We didn't really do anything to celebrate, unfortunately for her. I was sick, so I just kind of stayed at home. Went to work Monday and Friday, and that was it. Ended up going to the doctor on Wednesday, had a viral infection. She was like, well, there's nothing I can do. And I'm like, well, I figured that. So, sorry if you heard that. I am moving my drink that is sweating all over my desk. I bought some of those loaded teas. You'll see that in like several weeks from now. But I bought some of those loaded teas, and they're actually not terrible. They're really sweet though. She was like, what did she say? Put 2 ounces of water, mix the powder into it, top your glass off with water, with ice, and then fill it with water. And it's perfect. And I was like, this is so sweet. So I basically water it down. So it's fine. What else happened this week? Sunday, I ended up going by myself to Muncie to get groceries because I was so fucking over everybody in my house. Pardon my language there. But I was so over everyone in my house that I ended up was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'll go get groceries. You guys do whatever the fuck you want. Leave me alone. So we did that. It was a good time because I ended up getting Dunkin' and I tried Dutch Bros, which really disappointed me. We'll get into that, but I didn't even mark it. That's how much it disappointed me. Also, if you hear some people squawking in the background, it's my parents. They're not arguing, they're just having a very loud discussion. I don't know what they're talking about. And also, I'm not sure where they are in the house. It sounds like they're at the foot of the stairs. Anyways, I'm trying to think of this week, oh my gosh, you know what else happened this week? I paid off my car. I got my tax refund posted because I told my mom, I was like, I have my car down to like whatever it was. And I was like, I think I'll be able to pay off my car with my tax refund. Sure enough, I get my tax refund. So I picked it up the week prior and then it posted this week and I paid off my car. It was amazing. So let's jump into the day by day. Starting off on Monday, like I said, it was my mom's birthday, and then I did go to work. I was not feeling good at all. I had a headache. I was starting to get a sore throat, cough. I don't think I had a fever, but who knows? I didn't get it checked. I did read on this day. I was working on the names, which it was okay. And then I just had a YouTube binge to end the night. On Tuesday, had a sick day. I was not feeling good. Woke up, couldn't hardly talk, cough, all the things. My tax refund was posted on this day, so I called and paid off my car, which was very excited. I have the title. It is officially mine. And I'm like, and then a couple of days later, we had a hailstorm. So I was like, okay. I did also finish the names on this day, took a shower, and had a YouTube binge. Wednesday was not feeling good again, like I said. I paid so many bills because I had the money. Like, that's what my tax refund was for. I did buy some fun stuff. I won't lie. I bought some fun stuff. I don't remember when I actually put in the order, but I bought myself an Awala, which was very exciting. I also bought myself a new journal, so I was able to start the process of redoing my reading journal. And I bought myself a board game because I had talked about several weeks prior how I had purchased a board game from the website that made the game and they said it was out of stock, supposed to be restocked at the end of February. It's called Spooktacular, if you recall back this far. So I get an email from the company that they restocked it on Amazon, but not on their own website. So I waited, and finally I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. I canceled the order on the website. And I bought it off of Amazon. So if you're going to restock a game, why would you not restock it on your own effing website? That's all I want to know. So Wednesday, like I said, sick day, paid off a lot of bills. I still have so many bills that need to be paid, but things are getting better, especially now that I don't have that basically $500 coming out of my wallet every month. That's really nice. Had a doctor's appointment at 12:45. She diagnosed me with a viral infection. So of course she was like, well, there's nothing I can really do. But she goes, if it's still bad, she gave me a day. She was like, go ahead and call us back, because she's like, then it's probably morphed into a bacterial infection. They tested me for strep and flu and all of the things. I have nothing. Which I was like, okay, that's great. But like, also I have no answers. It was just kind of annoying. Did start some laundry on this day. Did some online shopping. I think this is when I put in an order for my Amazon order, at least. I changed my sheets, and I had some planning time because I had plenty of time to kill. She took me off of work Thursday. So I had texted my supervisor, because I texted my supervisor on Wednesday morning, and I was like, I'm going to try to get into the doctor. I will let you know. And then, like I said, I left the doctor's office because she was like, do you want to go to work tomorrow? And I was like, not really. So yeah, she took me off of work Thursday. So I texted my supervisor and pissed her off. So it's fine. Thursday, had a sick day, like I said, and then I just had some coffee and YouTube time and journaled. I played Aquatica and Botany. These are both games that I absolutely love, and they have a solo mode on them, and the solo mode is actually just really easy. I have some games that the solo mode is so complicated. Spooktacular is one of them. The solo mode is so complicated. I prefer to just play it two-handed, which basically means I play as two people, two humans at the same time, instead of just a solo bot. And then Thursday I went to bed early because I knew I had to work the next day. So yes. And those stickers to mark playing Aquatica and Botany are both stickers from Flat Icon that I made for myself. Friday was payday. It's the 13th, Friday the 13th. I went to work, like I said. I was not feeling good, but I had an Amazon order waiting on me when I got home, which was great. That was probably the Awala, the reading journal, and the board game, if I had to guess. And then I did just have a YouTube binge and some planning time to end the evening. I think I was home alone this day. On Saturday, I had coffee and YouTube, and then I backed Botany Floral Dragons. So kind of a sequel in a way, like a standalone sequel, the way it sounds to Botany. This is Floral Dragons. So in Botany, you play as a like colonial traveler who goes around, like you're a botanist. So you travel around the world collecting plants, you bring them home, you get money, blah, 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 blah. So in Floral Dragons, I believe you are collecting dragons. That would make sense, right? It's very beautiful. The art is so beautiful in Botany and Floral Dragons. So that right there is enough to get me at least to look at a game. So I backed that. Oh, sorry. That was probably loud. I did take a nap because I just really wasn't feeling well still. And then I did have some planning time. Again, I hadn't been planning a bunch just because I wasn't feeling super great. So I think I was planning a little bit in my, in this planner, trying to get stuff pulled and printed and cut and all the things. And then I think I was also just trying to just catch up or try to get some stuff prepped for my reading journal once all of my things arrived for that. On Sunday, starting from the bottom, but I will go ahead and talk about my Dutch Bros experience. So I got Dunkin' when I got to town because I love Dunkin', but I wanted to try Dutch Bros. So I ordered what Dutch Bros app advertises as iced coffee. However, when you look at the description of the item, it does not say coffee, because it tells you what's in it, right? It says espresso over ice. My friends, I cannot be the only one who would assume that when it says espresso over ice, they think a latte. So I get it, and it is espresso over ice. So I will not be buying Dutch Bros because, first of all, it's expensive. And second of all, why the fuck would you advertise that you have an iced coffee when it is not iced coffee? You already sell a latte. So just accept your fate that it's a latte. I don't know. I don't get it. Sunday, coffee and YouTube. Did some online shopping. I don't remember what I bought. I was feeling like crap, but like I said, I think my family was just really irritating me, and so I was like, you know what? I'll go get groceries. You guys just stay and do whatever you want to do. I will go get groceries. So I went to Aldi. We went to Dunkin'. Then I went to Goodwill. This was the Dunkin' and the Goodwill and the Dutch Bros was like the me part of the trip. And then I went to Meijer, and then I went to Fresh Time. And that is it, my friends. Thanks for watching, and until I see you next time, bye-bye.